Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope you are fine at your home. We are discussing Unit 1 number system. In that we are seeing the chapter integers. So far in the topic integers, what we have discussed children? Yes, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and properties of addition and properties of subtraction. And also we have discussed the problems from exercise 1.1. In exercise 1.1, totally we have 12 sums. Among the 12 sums, we have finished all the sums except one sum, that is 11th sum. In today's class, we are going to discuss the 11th sum and then we are going to discuss properties of multiplication. Now we are going to see the problem. See the question. A bag had 90 marbles, that is marbles means a small glassy balls. Okay. A bag had how many marbles? 90 marbles. John came and took 38 away. That is, the person John came and took away how many marbles, children? 38. And the another person came now. That is Amit. Amit put in some more marbles in the bag. That is, Amit adding some more marbles in the bag. They did not mention what is the number of marbles that Amit put in the bag. Okay, we have to note that point. If the number of marbles in the bag now are 15 more than the number that was in the bag initially. We discuss this point later. Okay, find how many marbles Amit had put in the bag. That is, we have to find Amit had put in the bag. That is, we have to find number of marbles that Amit had put in the bag. Okay. Let us see this sum now. Okay. Think that this is the bag which containing 90 marbles. That is, this bag containing 90 marbles. Okay. Now, what is the person name? John. John came and took how many marbles, children? Yes, 38 marbles from this bag. That is, totally we have 90 marbles. Now John took away 38 marbles. Now my question is, what is the number of marbles remaining in the bag now? How do you find it? Yes, by subtracting 38 from 90, you can find the number of marbles remaining in the bag. Now round off the 38 into 40. Subtract the 40 from 90. You get 50 and then add 2, that is 52. Thus, now the bag containing 52 marbles. It is clear, children? Initially, the bag has 90 marbles and John took away 38 marbles. By subtracting 38 from 90, we get 52. That is, now this bag have 52 marbles. It's clear, children? Now the next person come, that is Amit. Amit came and put in some more marbles into the bag. That is, usually we take the unknown value as some variable. Let us take the number of marbles added by the Amit into the bag as X. That is, Amit put X marbles into the bag. Already this bag contains how many marbles? 52. Initially 90. After John took away, we get only 52 marbles. Now Amit put some more marbles. Let that marbles be X. Now the number of marbles in the bag is 52 plus X. That is, now the bag contains 52 plus X marbles. It's clear, children? Next we are going to solve this problem by using the board. Okay. See here. Number of marbles in the bag is 90. Number of marbles took away by the John is 38. Amit put in some more marbles in the bag. So usually we take the unknown value as some variable. So let it be X. See here. Number of marbles in the bag now. How can you find it? We have to subtract the 38 from 90 and add X with 90. That is, we get 90 minus 38 equal to 52 plus X. Thus, number of marbles in the bag now is 52 plus X. Now we have completed the half of the question. See the next condition given in the question. If the number of marbles in the bag now What is given in the question is, if the number of marble in the bag now. What is the number of marble in the bag now? Yes. 52 plus x. They are equating this expression to what? See here. The number of marbles in the bag now is equal to 15 more than the number that was in the bag initially. 15 more than. More than means what is the operation here you have to use? Yes, addition. That is 15 more than the number that was in the bag initially. Initially the bag has how many marbles children? Yes, 90 marbles. So you have to add 15 with 90. You get 105. Yes, very good. See here children. By the given condition, number of marbles in the bag now. Now the number of marbles in the bag is what? 52 plus yes is equal to, by the given condition, 15 plus marbles in the bag initially. What is the number of marbles in the bag initially? Yes, 90. We have to add 90 with 15. We get 105. Thus, we have one expression that is 52 plus x equal to 105. It's clear children? Next, we have to find the value of x. In order to find the value of x, we are bringing this 52 to that side. So, the symbol of 52 is changes to minus. That is, x equal to 105 minus 52. And your answer is 53. Thus, Amit had put 53 marbles in the bag. It's clear children. Initially we have 90 marbles. John took away 13 marbles. Amit had some marbles. And using the given condition, we have found out that Amit had 53 marbles in the bag. It's clear. Next we are going to see properties of multiplication. Already we have seen properties of operation addition and subtraction. Next we are going to see properties of multiplication. As we see in the addition and subtraction, first we are going to see the closure property of multiplication. See this example children. 4 into 3. What is your answer? 12. Minus 2 into minus 3. Minus into minus plus. 2 3s are 6. Minus 4 into 3. Minus into plus minus. 4 3s are 12. 4 into minus 3, which is equal to plus into minus minus. 4 3s are 12. That is, we are taking two integers. Both are positive, both are negative. One negative, one positive, one negative. And we are applying the operation multiplication. We get some result. The result is also an integer. Thus, we can say integers are closed under operation multiplication. It's clear children. As we said in the operation addition, in addition what we have to say, if a and b are any two integer, then a plus b is also an integer. In that case, the operation is addition. Here the operation is multiplication. Thus, we can say if a and b are any two integers, then a into b. We have to note here the operation is multiplication. A into b is also an integer. Thus, we can say integers are closed under multiplication. Okay, it's clear children. Next, we are going to see commutative property. Already I have given the real life example for commutative property. That is milk with sugar. If you add milk with sugar or sugar with milk, the sugar gets dissolved. Like that, for commutative property, you must take two integers. That is two variables. Okay. See the example. Minus 6 into 7. What is your answer? Yes. Minus 42. Next we are changing the order of their integers. Okay, first we are writing 7. That is 7 into minus 6. What is your answer? Minus 42. Though we change the order of multiplication, the result does not change. See the next one. Minus 5 into minus 2. Minus into minus plus 5 2s are 10. Next we are changing the order of the multiplication. First we are writing minus 2 and then minus 5. Multiplying minus into minus plus 2 5s are 10. Though we change the order of multiplication, the result does not change. This type of property is called commutative. Thus we can say integers are commutative under multiplication. Why we are writing a multiplication is here we have used the operation multiplication. Suppose if we use addition means you have to write here as addition. Subtraction means here you have to write subtraction. Division means here you have to write division. It's clear, children? Thus, we can give the definition as if A and B are any two integers, then A into B is equal to B into A. That is 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. Is clear, children? Next we are going to see associative property for multiplication. Already I have told associative property means you have to take 3 elements. Commutative means 2 elements. Closure means 2 elements. See here, see this example. We are taking 3 integers, 2, minus 4, 3. That is one negative integer, 2 positive integer. We are going to multiply these 3 integers. See here, children. First I am multiplying the second integer with the third integer. So minus into plus, minus 4 3s are 12. I am writing the first integer as it is. So it is equal to 2 into minus 12. Then what is your answer? Plus into minus minus 2 into 12, 24. That is, we are first multiplying second with third, and then the answer is multiplying with the first integer, you get minus 24. And next see here, first we are going to multiply the first two integer first. See here, 2 into minus 4, plus into minus minus, 2 4s are 8. And write the 3 as it is into 3. Next we are going to multiply these two integers, that is minus into plus minus, 8 3s are 24. That is, both cases we get the same number, that is minus 24, minus 24. Here we must multiply the second with third, here we multiply first with second, but the answer is same. Thus we can say integers holds the associative property for the operation multiplication. Is clear, children? Next we are going to give the definition, that is if A, B and C are any 3 integers, then A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. Already we have seen associative property for addition. In that case we have written as A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. This is for addition, this is for multiplication. It's clear, children? Next we are going to see the distributive property. This is an important property and this is a special property. Why we are saying this distributive property is special means in this property we are going to use 2 operations. See here, children, multiplication and addition we are going to use. Okay, the name itself we can understand distributive. Distributive means we are going to distribution means paper distribution means they distribute the paper. Sweet distribution means they are distribute some sweets, like that. Here what they are distributes is they are distributing the operation multiplication over addition. They also distribute the multiplication over subtraction. Let us see later. First see this example. 2 into 3 plus 5. They are taking 3 integers 2, 3 and 5. Between 3 and 5 the operation is plus, and between this number 3 and 5 and with 2 there is the operation is multiplication. See here, children, how we are going to evaluate this. First we have to evaluate this bracket. 3 plus 5, what is your answer? 8. And 2 into 8, that is your answer is 16. Let it be the equation 1. It's clear, children? Next consider this. Here only we are going to see the distributive property, that is how we are going to distribute this multiplication. First we have to multiply this 2 with 3, that is 2 into 3. 2 into 3. It's clear, children? Next 2 into 5. It's clear? 2 into 3 and then 2 into 5. And this plus come commonly between these brackets. See the beauty of this property, children. Here plus is inside the bracket. Now the plus became outside the bracket. Here into is outside the bracket. Here the into became inside the bracket. See how beautiful it is. 2 into 3 plus 2 into 5. It's clear, children? Do you understand? Okay. 2 into 3. What is your answer? 6 plus 2 into 5, 10. 6 plus 10, 16. See the equation 1 and 2. We get the same answer. This type of property is called the distributive property. Thus, from 1 and 2, we can write 2 into 3 plus 5 is same as 2 into 3 plus 2 into 5. Let us see one more example. In this example, we are taking one negative integer and 2 positive integers. See here, children. Minus 4 into 3 plus 5. As in the first example, first we are adding these two numbers. 3 plus 5 you get 8, and then multiplying this 8 with minus 4 you get minus 32. Which states that minus 32. Let it be equation number 1. And see the next. Minus 4 into 3 plus 5. Now we are going to distribute this multiplication over addition. That is minus 4 into 3. Minus 4 into 3. And then you have to write the plus symbol here. Plus minus 4 into 5. It states that minus 4 into 3 plus minus 4 into 5. Here also the multiplication get into the bracket and plus come outside the bracket. It states that now we are going to multiply this one. Minus into plus minus 4 3s are 12. Minus into plus minus 4 5s are 20. Now we are going to remove this bracket. Minus 12 plus into minus minus 20. Given two integers are in same sign. So as per the rule 1 we have to add the two integer and the sum get the same sign. Thus we get minus 32. Let it be the equation 2. Now see the equation 1. Here also we get minus 32. Here also we get the minus 32. Let us conclude. Minus 4 into 3 plus 5 can also written as minus 4 into 3 plus minus 4 into 5. Thus we can say multiplication distribute over addition for integers. Let us give the definition for it. If A, B and C are any three integers, if A, B and C are any three integers, then we can give the distributive property as A into B plus C. You have to listen carefully, children. Inside the bracket, you have to use the operation plus. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. It's clear, children? A into B plus A into C. This property is called distribution property of multiplication over addition. See the next example. 2 into 5 minus 3. Here, children, we have taken the operation addition inside the bracket. Here we have taken subtraction. 2 into 5 minus 3, which is equal to 5 minus 3. What is your answer? 2. So multiply 2 with 2. 2 2s are 4. Let it be the equation 1. Next, we are going to distribute this multiplication over subtraction here. That is 2 into 5. 2 into 5 minus 2 into 3. 2 into 3. Is clear, children? Why you are writing subtraction here? Because inside the bracket we have the operation subtraction. In here we have the addition. Thus we are using plus here. Thus we are using subtraction means here you have to put the minus. Is clear, children? Next 5 2s are 10 minus 2 3s are 6. 10 minus 6, your answer is 4. Let it be the equation 2. From 1 and 2 we can write 2 into 5 minus 3. It can be also written as 2 into 5 minus 2 into 3. It's clear, children? As we see in the multiplication, distributive property of multiplication over addition, we are seeing distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now we are going to give the concept for this. That is, if A, B and C are any three integers, then A into B minus C, it can be written as A into B minus A into C. It's clear, children? Thus here multiplication distributes over addition for integers. Here multiplication distributes over subtraction for integer. It's clear, children? By seeing this definition you can easily understand. That is, multiplication distribute over addition. Multiplication distribute over subtraction. It's clear, children? Next we are going to see next property, multiplicative identity. You have already know additive identity. What is additive identity? 0. If you add any number with 0, you get the same number. Similarly, if you multiply any number with 1, we get the same number. That is, minus 4 into 1, you get the same number, minus 4. 2 into 1, you get the same number, 2. 0 into 1, you get the same number, 0. 99 into 1, you get the same number, 99. 1 into 1, you get the same number, 1. Minus into 1, you get the same number minus 1. That is, if you multiply any number with 1 or 1 with any number, you get the same number. That's why we call 1 as a multiplicative identity for integer. It's clear, children? Thus, we can say if a is any integer, then a into 1 is equal to 1 into a equal to a. That is 1 into 3 or 3 into 1 is equal to 3. It's clear, children? Next we are going to see multiplicative inverse. What is the definition of inverse, children? Two integers are said to be inverse of each other if their product is 1. That is, you have to find two integers and then you have to find their product. That is 3 into 3. What is your answer? 9. But what is given in the definition is two integers are said to be inverse of each other if their product is 1. In the case of multiplication operation, we can't find such pair of integers. Thus, we can say there is no inverse under multiplication for integers. Somebody can say we can find like this. That is 3 into 1 by 3. The answer is 1, ma'am. You can say, but 1 by 3 is not an integer. It is a fraction. So, in case of integer, for the operation multiplication, multiplicative inverse does not exist. That is, there is no inverse under multiplication for integers. But in the case of addition, we have inverse. What is the inverse? 2 with minus 2. That is, if you add 2 with minus 2 or minus 2 with 2, you get the additive identity. What is the answer? 0. But in the case of multiplication, we can't find such two integers. By product give as the answer 1. But we have one number. What is that? Is 1. That is, 1 is the only integer which is its own multiplicative inverse. That is, if you multiply 1 with 1, the answer is 1. Thus, we can say 1 as its own multiplicative inverse. Okay. Next, we are going to see very important one, multiplication by 0. Many times I have taught these children multiplication by 0, but still there are some students have doubted this. That is, what is the definition? See, any integer when multiplied by 0 gives 0 as the product. Any integer or any number, if you multiply it by 0 means the result is 0 only. Okay, see this example, 5 into 0, the answer is 0. 0 into 0, it is also 0. Minus 2 into 0, 0. 0 into minus 3, 0. 1 into 0, 0. 5362 into 0, 0 only. Okay, it's clear, children. Again and again I am repeating this. Everyone have to remember this. If you multiply any number with 0, the answer is 0 only. Okay. Next we are going to see the very easy concept, that is multiplication by minus 1. You have already known this. See this example, children. 4 into minus 1. What is the answer? Plus into minus, minus 1 4 is 4. Next, 1 into minus 1. Plus into minus, minus 1 into 1, 1. Minus 3 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus 3 into 1, 3. Minus 1 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus 1 into 1, 1. All these example, these integers are commonly multiplied by minus 1. What happened the result? See here, children. This is positive integer. By multiplying with minus 1, we get negative of that number. That is 4 became minus 4. Similarly, 1 became minus 1. Minus 3 became plus 3. Minus 1 became plus 1. Thus, we can say if a is any integer, then a into minus 1 is equal to minus 1 into a is equal to minus a. If we multiply any integer with 1, we get that integer only. If we multiply any number with minus 1, its symbol changing. Okay, it's clear, children. Let us see some examples, that is fill in the blanks. In these blanks, in these fill-ups, they are using the properties of multiplication. Let us do this sum. First, see the first one. 8 into minus 3 is equal to dash into 8. See here, children, what is the answer coming in this dash? Yes, very good. Minus 3. Thus, the order of multiplication is changing. Two elements. So, what is the property used here? Commutative property. Thus, here we have to write it as commutative property. Okay. Next, see here. 72 into 8 minus 5. How many elements are here? 3 elements. How many operations here? 1, 2. 3 elements means you can to usually think associative. But here 3 elements but 2 operations. So it is a distributive property. Yes. Distributive property of multiplication over what is the operation here? Subtraction. Suppose here we have plus means you have to write distributive property of multiplication over addition. Very good. Next see one. What is the answer here? 72 into 8. Very good. 72 into 8 and minus 72 into 5. It's clear children? 72 into 8 minus 72 into 5. It's clear children? Thus the property here is distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. See the next one. 5 into 1 is equal to 1 into 5. What is the property used here? Multiplicative identity. Okay. Thus 5 into 1 or 1 into 5 both are same. Okay. Next see the next one. 2 into 3 into 5. 3 elements. So it means associative property. 3 elements but 1 operation, that is multiplication. Here 3 elements, 2 operation. Therefore it is distributive property. And what is your answer? Here they multiplied second integer with third integer. So your answer is 2 into 3. It's clear children? So here you have to write associative property of multiplication. I hope you have understand all the properties of multiplication we have seen today. It's clear? Thank you children.